Michael, and weirdly
Hi.
enough, the boss, Baron 5X.
Hi. Hi, everybody.
He's finally
I didn't
free
vote.
from his
He's not my boss. I didn't vote for him.
boss in the general term of like Yakuza boss.
No,
I
he's not
like
that
that.
cool. He's not that cool.
I have a sword.
Which, no, the Yakuza boss is basically a fat guy that sits behind the desk that gets beat up by the hero.
I can do that.
I can
take
see
it.
him
I'll
passing
take it.
that way. Meanwhile,
In this case tonight, we're going to be doing Secret of Mana. So,
It's a secret to everybody.
oh boy.
wrong game.
Oh. It's a
There we
secret
go.
to nobody?
Oh my god, did it really? Ah, yes it did.
It's a secret of mana programmed by Nasir. Nasir? 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 Or Nasir? Nasir sounds like a really southern heavy accent way of saying NASA.
Oh boy. Brief moment to restart something.
Nasir.
Nasser.
Nasir.
Okay, and well, and there we go.
Nasir.
There we go.
I'm gonna be on that one.
But yeah, oh right, we were dealing with the witch stuff.
Which?
Uh, since we're playing Secret of Mana, we're dealing with a witch.
I never actually played this game before. My brother played whatever release they had in the GBA. I don't know if it was a re-release of this one or not. Is this what this is?
No, the GBA one is Sword of Mana, which
Okay.
This is the SNES version.
Sword of Mana was the in a weird way reimagining of the first game.
Of the first one?
Yes.
Of Final Fantasy Advance?
Yep. They just made it more in lines with like the the much more prime mana series. So
Roger that.
okay.
So don't wait, Asher. We're gonna help you get a job, right? That's today's episode.
Yeah. We were talking about various places that I've been looking at. One of which is
It was the employment requirements.
and dissecting them in the typical fashion of what they could be.
I'm telling you, you just have to name drop me. I will get you a position there. I will do whatever I can.
It's the employment version of House Hunters. Like, you know House Hunters, where it's like, I collect daffodils for charity, and my husband polishes lint balls on opposite Saturdays. Our budget is 1.2 million.
Yeah.
Essentially.
How's that like what we're doing here?
Oh, I'm saying as far as what the employers are saying, is they're like, oh, we're gonna pay you 25, and we're gonna offer you 25 a year, 25K a year, and for that you need to have a master's, a doctorate, 12 years of experience, and be fluent in at least 12 languages.
Oh, and have O positive blood. We need that. It's important.
No, it has to be a rare blood type, Eddie.
Donate 2 gallons of O positive blood.
It doesn't even have to be yours. It just has to be 2 pints of O positive.
There you go. Doesn't have
No,
to be.
it does have to be yours. It does have to be yours. They have to actually watch you pump it out of your veins. All 2 gallons of it at once.
Hey, Stone Monk Wisdom.
Let me know when you apply, Asher, and then I'll keep my eyes open. So we need to get you a different job, buddy.
Yeah, considering that what's currently going at my place of work is horrible.
Well, that's been the story for like the last 3 years, but we need to get that changed now.
No, I'm talking that like it's gotten worse.
I mean, okay, that sucks. I'm sorry.
By worse, I mean like we now have somebody from the project, well, from the client, our client, permanently stationed at our place of work due to an inspection that was for the renegotiation of the contract, single player. So, but if somebody wants to join in via NetPlay, they can.
I didn't even know that was an option.
For SNE, SNES 9X. And he even got the version that I have correct. Okay.
Which is always convenient when, you know, if you do want to do NetPlay, having access to that is actually...
But sad to say, I'm actually not doing NetPlay tonight because the multiplayer games that I was thinking of doing, internet's not being very cooperative for multiplayer right now.
Yeah, which is why we're back on Secret of Mana for this week to begin with that.
Secret of Mana almost sounds like Cinco de Mayo.
It does also.
Sponsored by the Mexican Coke I'm drinking right now. Who had tacos today?
Not me.
I did not.
To be fair, I probably would have had tacos anyway. But they were enjoyable, even more enjoyable than usual.
Himachi? Oh, Hamaichai. Mispronounced that like crazy.
Hamaika?
Stone Monk, Himachi. Himachi. And I recall that program. Oh god, that was the one time I had to deal with
I
it.
don't know what's going on now.
Uh,
I don't
chat.
know what's going on now.
Twitch chat.
Oh, okay.
Stone Monk Wisdom is a guy that's been watching me, Will, and I do Final Fantasy 1. And he's been helping us out, so. Alright. Okay. LNE. Yes, that guy. And, so, in this case, I'm gonna swap out everybody's weapons to ranged, so we back out.
And that guy, the watcher of Final Fantasy and RPGs alike, Stone Monk Wisdom. Now, does you look at your name? Does that mean it's Stone Monk's Wisdom, or is it Monk Wisdom that's of stone?
Or possibly Wisdom of the Stoned Monk.
Exactly.
Maybe there just wasn't room for the D. Are you judging his life?
No, I'm trying to piece it together.
Okay. And time for the first, essentially, the roadblock boss.
Roadblock.
Spiky Tiger. Okay. And switching you. Okay. Stone Monk Wisdom is evolved named of my Pokemon. Ah, crap. Oh no, I got smacked.
Oh, Pogo! I remember that website. Damn, I played a lot of chess on that one. Maybe you kicked my ass there a long, long time ago. Man, I'm probably certain you kicked my ass. I used to be really into chess back in the day, and I just lost it. I blame my brother.
It's just really into it.
I wasn't great at it, but I was decent. My only problem was that I didn't have a lot of people to play with. In the beginning, I had my brother, but he got bored of it eventually. So then after that, I had no one to play with at home. And by the time I had anyone outside of the home to enjoy chess with, I was over it.
Okay.
So yeah, so sad. So sad. Tiger philanthropist.
Ah, crap.
Kitty cat.
I really forgot about him. Didn't really expect to hear again. Let
What?
alone
The
that
cat.
bit of the internet history.
Oh god, that is still easily one of the best videos. Ugh. I laugh out loud every time I see it. Which is multiple times a year.
As one would expect.
Well, again,
Ah, I hate this unconscious bullshit.
holy shit.
Okay.
Are you going to win, David?
I'm gonna try and win. Ah.
I have faith in you. Believe in the heart of the cards.
Do you though? Do you have faith?
I mean, I do.
That sounded pretty sarcastic.
Well, I thought that was your thing, buddy.
It's my thing. That's why I'm confused that you're trying it.
Oh, no. I'm being sincere. I want him to win. I believe. I believe.
Ah,
I'm talking about that I'm
crap.
trying to get him a job. I need to believe in him so he gets a job.
No. I thought you said, is he going to win?
Oh yeah,
That's
that
what
too. I'm bridging all the concepts. It's like one of those like movies where like what happens in reality also happens in the fictional world, and it's like all happening at the same time. God, what,
Dude, if you die in the video game, you die for real.
David, if you die in this game, you're not gonna get a job at my company.
I hope not. Oh, I beat him! I had to use pretty much all my healing items, but I beat him.
There you go. You see? You see, David? You're a winner. And winners don't do drugs. I'm kidding.
Unless they're steroids, in which case, do lots of drugs.
Lots of them.
I'm sorry if we're not really paying too much
Message forced by
attention
FRG.
on the Stone Monk Wisdom. But, okay, let's see here. Named after a monkey from Monkey Magic named Congo. His skull was hard stone. Stone Monkey. Stone Monk the Wise, and then Stone Monk Wisdom. Comes the bragging. God. I hate the spiky tiger fight always pisses me off because you don't have the one thing that makes fights so much easier.
And what's that?
And that's magic. Because we're going to be getting magic soon.
You don't have magic? I mean,
Not yet.
I thought you were like.
Wait, do you believe in magic?
Do you believe in magic? And I can't remember the rest of the song.
Believe in life after love.
Sweet! My favorite weapon. And that's a shitty amount of GP. Oh wow, I had 1 cup of wishes left. Kinda surprised.
You're surprised that you had 1 cup left?
One cup of wishes left.
Is that because you expected to have more, or you expected to have less?
I thought I had used the last cup of wishes.
Ah. Well,
Yeah.
thankfully for you, you had not. Well done.
Nope.
I mean, imagine how life different would be if you had more.
Yep. And since we defeated Eleni,
Probably playing more recklessly.
yep.
Oh, Asher,
What?
did you get Phoenix Comic Con tickets?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Did you buy any extra tickets to extra fun events?
I'm thinking about getting the one for Jim Butcher, if they are selling tickets, because I do want to attend getting a book signing for him, but only him. So I haven't bought any yet.
I saw that there were going to be escape rooms, so I didn't know if you wanted to do that or not.
Which one?
Escape rooms.
Oh,
I thought I saw a couple escape rooms, and I was like wondering, oh, well, that might be our chance to finally do one.
I still want to do the Bahamut one, which that's going to be approaching
Did we
soon.
sign up for that already?
Bahamut?
The Bahamut one, yeah.
Bahamut?
Bahamut.
Did we already put money down on that? I can't remember.
No, we haven't.
Okay, maybe we probably should look into that again soon.
Yeah, considering that the pre-orders are going to be almost filling up soon.
Yeah.
So, and I do want to grab you, Michael, and possibly
I don't believe that I would be able to get the time off work to do it. Otherwise, I would love to, but
well, considering that it's in August.
considering that I can't get 5 seconds off work without a form signed in certificate.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, my current position is not one that
Can
I
easily
don't
be.
really have a backup.
Hmm.
If I'm not there, my job does not get done. So that's the thing. So I generally don't take time off work.
Yeah.
Like I took today off and I'm feeling guilty as hell. Or not today, yesterday.
Oh yeah, the top 100 RPG list from IGN.
What? Oh, I didn't just... Oh,
What, all time?
Of all time.
that... Ooh,
And
that might be worth... Link us! Let's open that up. That might actually be worth exploring.
actually, Eddie, if he's going to link it, somebody has to allow the linking.
What do you mean, you can't put links in here?
By default, hyperlinks are not
Can you-
enabled in.
Yeah.
Then I'll just Google it. Can't be that hard.
Yeah,
Sorry.
they're disabled. They're disabled because if you keep them enabled, spam bots will spam for different, not so positive services.
That's fair.
So it's to protect the channels and their viewers.
Yeah.
So it's for your guys' protection that you can't see the link. Apologies.
Or Stonemonk Wisdom
so-
is sensible enough to.
There are 100 on here. Do you want me to go through all of them, or...?
It's already in chat, so. Because apparently he was able to do it.
Oh, awesome.
Oh,
Admittedly, like, I think some people, if they're like premium users, can post links without having to worry.
Well, I guess that makes sense. If they're willing to pay for it, that means they're probably not evil.
Yeah.
yeah. Except that logic doesn't work either.
And my favorite reason why I love the whip. It can traverse a shit amount of things. And look! I'm back at Gaia's navel.
We'll focus on the top 20, but let me go see honorable mentions. Let's see. Fable 2's in here. 98.
As an honorable.
Oh,
Well, I'm gonna rush through the first 80 and then go one by one through the 20. I'm just yelling stuff out that looks reasonable. Like Fable 2's on there.
slash.
Tales at 93. I haven't actually ever played that one, but I heard good stuff about it.
I should probably go back to Guy's Naval,
Oh.
get things upgraded. Huh.
Freedom Force is on here.
Check for
Freedom
Wild
Force,
Arms.
Freedom Force? I'll look for it when I'm going through the list.
Okay. I hope Wild Arms is in there.
Dragon Inquisition's at 89. It could have been higher, I think.
DAI, I can see being at a little bit lower position. I would expect Dragon Age Origins of the entire series to be at the highest position.
Yeah. The only thing that upsets me looking at that is that means that Dragon Age 2 isn't going to be in here at all, and I did enjoy that game.
You were relatively unique in that respect.
I don't understand why people gave it such shit. I mean, it wasn't better
honestly,
than Origins, but
well, see, that's the thing, is everyone wanted it to, because Origins was such an amazing game. Everyone wanted 2 to follow along the theme of this is frigging amazing and groundbreaking and no one's ever done anything like this before. And the problem with that is that they'd already done groundbreaking and they were trying to build on what they already had.
Stardew Valley? It does have RPG-ish elements. But...
I would allow it as honorary, but...
wait, don't tell me what position it's at, because I'm gonna look for it, and I'm already upset because at 86 is Kingdom Hearts 2, and there's no fucking way Stardew Valley is a better RPG than Kingdom Hearts 2.
No, I have to agree on that one.
What the hell?
That is a poor decision.
I mean, give Stardew Valley credit to do. It's an amazing game, and I know that without even playing it, and I get it. But not better than Kingdom Hearts 2. What the fuck?
yeah. Stardew Valley, I will have to agree, it is technically a Harvest Moon clone. A very, very good,
I mean,
not clone, homage.
I'm not even disputing that it's what it is. I mean, you are playing a role, I guess in the strictest sense, but better than Kingdom Hearts 2? Damn you, IGN.
I will not say clone because it is.
I think 86 is low. 86 is low for Kingdom Hearts. I can't believe they only made 86, but whatever.
Well, considering that you're talking about the top 100 RPGs of all time, out of a fairly prolific genre, like, you're gonna have probably half the Final Fantasies on there.
Yeah.
You're gonna have several other Square Enix properties on there.
Oh, yeah.
It's not unrealistic to say, hey, you know, this is amazing, but
I'm a fanboy.
look at all this. But my problem is going back to, yeah, there are games that, I mean, if you're saying Stardew Valley, according to this list, is better than Kingdom Hearts 2, we have concerns with that list.
Yeah.
Keep going. Okay. Chrono Cross is 85.
Now,
what?
Speaking.
That is way too high for Chrono Cross.
Chrono Cross is 85.
No, Chrono Cross was decent. Was it amazing? No.
And
Was it
IGN is
amazing?
saying
No.
it's better than Kingdom Hearts. Fuck that. God damn it.
That's
all I'm gonna be doing now. I'm gonna be
That's the
judging
other
every
thing.
other item on this list. Say Kingdom Hearts now. God damn it.
Yeah, everything on this list is now. If from here on up, everything on this list was rated as better than Kingdom Hearts 2.
Okay. At number
So
83,
we've got.
at number
Okay, keep
83
going.
is the first Final Fantasy.
Which one?
Okay, I agree with this.
First
Wait.
one, first Final
But-
Fantasy.
Oh god.
One was better than two in that it revolutionized the genre. It created the genre, I should say.
Oh, here's an interesting one. EVE Online is at 81.
Really?
I can see that, honestly.
Okay,
while
true.
I'm not personally a fan of that game, I can
prolific.
see that because it's extremely in depth, it's extremely engrossing, and the people who play EVE Online get obsessed with it. So I can see that as being rated in the top 100.
Yes.
Possibly even a little low for where it should be. But then again, if this was a list of the top, top 20 MMOs of all time, I would definitely expect to see it higher.
Okay.
The other thing is, keep in mind, there's going to be MMOs in here, guys. This is going to get twisted.
So
someone's going to put WoW in the top 10, and I'm going to lose my shit.
Oh. At number 80, one of my favorites, Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga.
It is a good RPG.
Wait, what?
Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga.
I will say it.
See, I played the SNES Super Mario RPG, and I genuinely loved that one. But I wasn't aware they had made another RPG.
The Superstar Saga is essentially the handheld games for basically a way of a much more simpler type, but it does much more of the action prompt stuff, and they tend to do a lot of crazy mechanics with it.
Was that one also in partnership with Squeenix?
No.
That might be why I hadn't heard about it.
It's made by Alpha Dream.
Ooh!
But I don't know if they stuck with it.
Star Ocean and Illusion of Gaia are on the list. Thankfully, Stone Monk is honoring our request and not telling us where they are located.
Well, the funny thing is I skipped those. I didn't feel like mentioning them.
You asshole!
That might be bias.
You skipped Star Ocean. I'm putting him on mute now, because I don't even need to talk to him.
Well, because at this point we're gonna go through every fucking item on the list. So are we just gonna do that? I'll switch.
Okay, Eddie, you skipped over Star Ocean. What rank was it to Kingdom Hearts 2?
79.
Okay,
And
I'm fine with that.
Star Ocean was the original?
No, the second story.
Okay. Wait, second story should have been higher. But okay, whatever, we'll move on.
And Illusion of Gaia comes right after that, at 78.
Okay, that's...
Weird, but okay.
Yeah.
Valkyrie Chronicles comes in at 77.
Wait, which one? Valkyria Chronicles?
Valkyria Chronicles, sorry. Valkyria Chronicles. You can tell I played that game.
Okay, so now they're considering tactics games as part of the RPG, which...
Well, I mean, it's as much RPG as, say, Final Fantasy Tactics.
Yeah, which, knowing our luck, is probably higher on the list.
At 76,
Of course.
Icewind Dale with 2, and I have no idea what that game is. Never played
Oh,
it.
Icewind Dale?
Yeah.
It's one of the, essentially D&D games. For PC.
Yeah, it's one of the
Alright,
D&D.
looks like it.
It's the successor to the successor of Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
10-4. At 75, we have Legend of Dragoon, which I played only momentarily.
I feel like that could have been higher, but, I mean, we're going to say that a lot on this list.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm already done because my favorite RPG of all time is at 86, so... Ah, shit. Okay, I don't understand this. Someone's gonna have to tell me. At number 74 is, this is Gaia, Hour of Darkness.
Disgaea?
This guy,
Gaia, yeah.
Okay. That...
I don't
I can see
understand.
that one.
Really?
Yeah.
Better than Kingdom Hearts 2? Fuck that. I'm so upset.
This is going to be his entire day, by the way, guys. Sorry.
I mean, if it was higher
I mean,
than
we
50, I
didn't
wouldn't
even
make this
invite
game.
him.
If it was higher
We
than
didn't even
50,
invite him. We didn't even invite him to this. He just showed up because he thinks he's our boss.
Neverwinter Nights 2 is at 72.
Okay.
Wonder Nights would be, but I don't know about 72.
Oh, here you go. First BioWare in here. Jade Empire at 71.
I'm okay with that, actually.
It didn't leave enough of an impression on me to be too worried about that one.
Yeah, it wasn't bad, but... Oh, here's an interesting one. Fire Emblem Awakening at number 70. I like this game. I like it. But...
I'm a horrible person in that I haven't played any of the Fire Emblem series yet, so...
in my experience, I like them, but I get bored with them easy. But I like them. Sphere, Leif Safari.
It's Odin Sphere. Basically, they're talking about the remake.
The one that came out last year.
Yes.
69?
That.
Really?
What? Oh, Undertale. Undertale at 68. Yay, Undertale.
As groundbreaking as that was, I feel like that should have gotten a higher rank, and I know Mackenzie would also fight for that to have a higher rank.
Oh, so yesterday at well, I say yesterday, it was probably like 2 in the morning this morning. I don't know what happened, but I was searching something on YouTube, one of those YouTube holes, and I found a song remix that used Undertale characters, but singing the Garnet song from Steven Universe when she's fighting Jasper. And and the funny thing was that there wasn't just one, there was like 10
Eddie.
song versions of that. I was like, holy shit.
Eddie.
Yes.
Stone Monk Wisdom is trying to explain what Disgaea is.
Oh. I have that here, I just haven't popped it in. Snarky, curious demons. Snarky, precocious? Precocious? Okay. Snarky,
Precocious.
Okay. I have to try that now. You had me at Snarky. But, no, Undertale is a great game. And I almost wish I could make myself forget that game and play it again. Because, God, there was just no better feeling than going through that game the first couple times. Good time. Alright, let's keep going. Oh, Ni no Kuni, The Wrath of the White Witch. I've only started this game.
I actually would say that's a little bit high for that. I mean, like, yes, it had great production value, but the gameplay was a little bit stagnant, in my opinion.
Ni no Kuni, from what I saw, had more hype than substance.
It's adorable. I have to mention it. I stopped playing it, so that might give you an idea, but I'll go back to it.
Actually.
Full of Radiance. I have no idea what this is. Oh, but it's another D&D thing.
Wait, Pool of Radiance?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't heard of that one.
I feel like that's the subtitle. Pool of Radiance.
Yeah, Stone Monk, Ni no Kuni is pretty good.
Yes,
I haven't dug into it yet.
Yeah, Ni no Kuni, I will say I love the production value of it, because it is Studio Ghibli.
And they're making another one, right? That's in the books?
Number 2, yes.
Okay. You know what it probably is right now? What's hurting my like of Ni no Kuni is that it's on the PS3, and I've kind of moved on from my PS3. Having to plug that in to play a game that isn't already my staple is like, ah. So that's just me being stupid and probably having first world problems.
Yeah,
well,
yeah, pretty much.
Considering
okay,
that,
so, 65, this one's really good, I think, anyway. Dragon Quest VIII, Journey of the First King. 65.
was the king turned into the horse and cart, or was that the princess?
Oh, yeah, something like that. I don't remember. Actually, I couldn't even tell you any of the plot of that game, but I just remember it being fucking awesome.
Well, considering that Dragon Quest VIII is being remade for the DS, 3DS, I should say.
Yeah. 64 is Lunar, Eternal Blue, no idea.
Okay.
Eternal Blue?
64?
Okay. That means the Silver Star's higher up, which I'm okay with. Because Silver Star was definitely the better of the two Lunar games.
Yeah.
And 63 is Fantasy Star Online. I didn't play that myself.
Okay. Odd choice.
PSO, I'm okay with this.
Yeah.
I mean, we've already established that MMO is going to be on the list, so
Yeah.
the fact that PSO is on the list, it doesn't bother me in the slightest.
Yeah. And I'll be honest, I'd like to get my hands on PSO 2, but my heart wishes for it.
Are the servers even up for PSO 2?
Apparently the only way you could have gotten it in English, other than like doing some crazy patching and spoofing in order to play the
For
Japanese
English,
ones,
press 1.
is to play the South Korean copy, which is actually ending.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Stone Monk likes Phantasy Star Online.
Hey, I like Fantasy Star.
PSO is a classic. It's one that I never got a chance to get into and regretted not being able to get into.
Alright, 62 is the one I don't know. I don't recognize either. It's Breath of Fire 3.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the person that's supposedly our boss. He doesn't even know the Breath of Fire series.
You know what? You can't. I'm a jack, alright? Can't be everywhere.
Yes, you're a jack. And then the second part of that word is often is another word for donkey.
Yeah, I know. I was setting you up for it. I'm sorry.
In this case, Stone Monk Wisdom, I have known about that for a long time. It's just trying to find people to play with. Because I know my sister borrowed my copy of my Dreamcast of Episode 1 and 2. And in return, she gave me the GameCube version of it, Episode 1 and 2. So, and I know that there is a way of technically routing my GameCube to those specific servers. So, we may start trying to get people together to play it.
Alright, you'll be happy. Well, I want to say you'll be happy with 61, but I think you expected better of it. 61 is Lunar Silver Star Story.
I did in fact expect better of it.
Because that was like that's only 2 positions more than the other Lunar.
Lunar Silver Star was just absolutely amazing. The story was compelling, and yet it didn't take itself too seriously. There was just a really good, really strong sense of humor in the way everything was written. Plus, it was made by a relatively small company based out of Northern California, based out, about an hour's drive from where I grew up. So those pieces put together, I'm a huge Lunar fanboy.
And right now I'm getting my first magic.
Yay, magic!
Which is Undine. Trust me, Undine is worth this.
Alright.
Oh, Undine.
Yeah.
Number 60 is Shining Force 2. I've never played this one either.
Really? Wow, that's pretty high for Shining Force.
Pretty classic.
Admittedly, I'm a huge fan of Shining Force. I'm kind of sad that that they haven't made it a Shining Force in a long time. I think the last one was back in PS2 era.
I think so.
Oh, 59 is one I dabbled in. Golden Sun.
Oh, hey, Golden Sun. Personally, I'd say that
Good classic.
Shining Force would be... Oh boy, dealing with this happy fat asshole.
There you go. There you go. You have Stone Monk just convinced me. I'm gonna go back and play Lunar now. That's all I need.
Yeah.
Good.
Continuing on, Eddie.
The next one is what is this? Lufia 2: Rise of the Sinistral.
Rufia 2?
The Lufia games were pretty classic. And I mean, you really can't say anything negative about them too much.
Lufia, yeah.
I've never played them either. Man, I am like my cred's really going down here.
Yes. Well, I mean, it wasn't pretty high to begin with, but yeah. I mean, I'm still waiting for you to be considered people. So.
Okay, here, 57. I know what 57 is, and it's my favorite of the series, so I'm happy with it. 57 is Tales of Vesperia.
Okay.
Vesperia at 57, I can see that. Granted, there's going to be other Tales games much further up.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Well,
Hopefully.
I guess when you put it that way, I'm a little disappointed because Vesperia was the pinnacle of the Tales series for me. I mean,
you're also not people.
I mean, not that I don't like all the games that come afterwards, but I love that one the best. and I'm still waiting for that Vesperia experience again, which I'm hoping Vesperia will bring me to, but we'll see.
Mm. I'm a huge fan of Vesperia.
The
Although
fun thing about the
Symphonia-
Mario series for me. Sorry, go ahead.
Keep getting eaten by the stupid thing.
Maybe you shouldn't do that.
Yeah, I'm trying not to.
I didn't get into the
anyway.
series until Symphonia. That was my first entry into the series.
Yeah.
My first was, oh my god, would have been Symphonia. Yeah. But then let's see. Vesperia is actually really fun.
You think so? Because I mean, I don't dislike it, but I felt like I forced myself to finish it.
I mean, I reached a point where I was like, am I still going? Am I still doing this? And so there is that aspect. But at the same time, by the same token, I still enjoyed it. I legitimately did enjoy it.
Yeah.
And I have always, I've still got it bookmarked as something I'm going back to someday.
Cool. What are you talking about?
We're talking about like the 100 RPGs and basically like
IGN's picking match of the top 100 RPGs
Yep.
of all time.
It's in the link now.
Starting from like late night, like I came here in time, and then I was like, oh, I'll join in 5 minutes, and then I looked, and it's like 30 minutes have passed, and I'm like, oh shit.
Alright, we'll catch you up.
Anyway, next item on the list, Eddie.
56 is Super Mario RPG Legend of 7 Stars.
I will agree with this. I wish it was
I
higher.
agree with that.
Yep.
I feel like it should have been a little bit higher, but it wasn't as groundbreaking as it could have been, and therefore I'm not going to get too butthurt about where it ends up.
I mean, other than the Superstar Saga, I feel like they haven't really done a lot in this line that they could do. But, well, I guess Superstar Saga is doing it, so I guess there's no complaints. But
Well, and that's the other thing is that I mean, it's a system that it's the whole Mario curse. They go into every genre and do a little bit of something in each, and they do decently in each.
Mhm.
But they are really a platforming game at their heart, and they always maintain that. So you always get that. Well, am I really? I mean, is this really a thing? Because I feel like you're trying to make me platform, and I don't want to.
I don't wanna. Alright, 55 is Shadow Heart's Covenant.
Okay, that's a really, really odd one to put there.
Crazy high number.
I will say I like it, but I'd honestly say that technically Shadow Hearts should be like above Super Mario RPG. Because to me, Shadow Hearts was a niche game.
Why is it above Kingdom Hearts?
Above it, as in like it should be like lower on the list, higher number.
As in, it should be closer to 100.
Yes, rather than closer to 1.
Yeah.
No, you know, it's these goddamn Gen Xers making these lists on IGN. Alright, so number 54 is an interesting pick, and one that I can't quite deny, but it's still interesting. 54 is The World Ends With You.
I want to say something against it, but I think I can see it.
Well, that was a fun sound you just made.
The world ended with that quote.
The world ended with that noise. That was the noise that ended the world. That was the world's proud note.
What the fuck, man?
Great. All I can think of the memes from Minamoto of The World Ends With You.
Alright, 53 is Phantasy Star 4.
Phantasy Star 4. Wait, isn't that Phantasy Star... Wait, no, Phantasy Star 4. Oh god, that's the weird time travel one, isn't it?
Is there a lady with cat claws? Because this is totally what I'm seeing in this picture.
There was one person that did have cat claws, and from what I understand, Fantasy Star 4 had this weird time travel bullshit going on it, but it made absolute sense.
Right? I don't know why they chose this picture, but the picture they're showing here is basically like what Kingdom Come did for DC.
Trust me, it's something to be played. Also, yes, Stone Monk Wisdom, I know that the original names are Randy, Purim, and Popoi.
Randy, Paul, and Simon.
For the characters of Secret of Mana, but I named them after me, Mackenzie, and Michael.
Oh, okay.
Also,
So-
the main villain, Thanatos, his first name is Eddie.
Yeah.
Eddie Thanatos.
Well, you know I'm gonna win.
And he's a
Then.
villain.
I'm totally gonna win then. Okay, so 52.
No, you're not.
Okay, so 52. 52 is an interesting one because now that I know what 52 is, I'm hoping that my choice is higher ranked, but we'll see. So 52 is Final Fantasy. Let's take a guess.
Tactics.
Nah, I mean I was making guessing yeah, but who gives a fuck? It's 7. Final Fantasy 7 for 52.
I'm okay with this.
Really?
Yep.
I would agree. I'm pretty sure that the fanboys will not.
Yeah.
I am not okay with this. I'm just getting out of here.
But I hopes that another Final Fantasy is higher, hopefully. And if I find
yeah.
it, I'm gonna brag. I'm gonna.
Isn't
be really
this the
happy about
second Final Fantasy in the entire list?
it. I don't know.
No, first one. Technically.
No, the first one was the first game, and that was back in the
Yeah,
That's
80s.
right, yeah, FF1 was way down there.
Yeah.
All right, let's carry on. Okay, so here's the
My one was
controversial one.
done. She's when you were done.
What was that? Okay.
You said
me.
the story was
Continue.
unique reference.
Okay.
I did.
She said, you said carry on, and that's My Wayward Son.
Oh, sorry, I didn't even hear you say that. Otherwise, I would have been all over that. I'm sorry.
You said carry on.
I said carry on, but I actually wasn't thinking song reference. If I heard what Michael said, I would have thought song reference. I'm sorry. Anyway,
Yeah.
51 is Stardew Valley.
Woo!
Which while Stardew Valley is a good game, I still feel weird about it being that high on the RPG list.
I agree.
Why is it on the list of RPGs? I mean, I understand there's leveling up, but I mean...
Maybe that's all the mechanics there.
Plot and character development.
Character development, and there technically is.
Okay,
Oh, some games don't, but, you know.
so 50 is an interesting pick. One that I want to dispute but can't, but feel that fanboyism is, because it's so recent, is probably a factor in how high it is right now.
Which
Oh
is?
god, what?
50 is Persona 5.
Okay.
Why are you disputing it? Because first of all, the Persona series is well. I mean,
Isn't
I
it
expect
now Persona?
if 5 is there, then I expect 3 to be like up in the third.
I
Oh.
imagine.
Hello, Zell.
This is not a diss. Right now I'm 40 hours into Persona 5 and I love it, and it's probably gonna be my favorite of the series. I love it. It's fantastic.
Yes.
And maybe Persona is like up there, one of my favorite games. Maybe competing with Kingdom Hearts for me. But this game is like 2 months old in North America. I can't believe it made the list. Like that might either say a lot about it or say too much about how newness it is and people have it top of mind.
Yeah, that it could very well be a large hype. So.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on. So 49 is Xenoblade Chronicles.
I will say this, it is very, very great in its storytelling and environment. Gameplay-wise,
But 49.
49, yeah, I have to say it. 49's an odd place to put it. I'd say it is well deserving of the respect that they're giving it, but
49.
yeah. Also, yes, Zell, it is just me tonight because my connection for multiplayer is not working. So,
That's why we're reading the IGN Top 100 RPGs.
No, to Warrior.
Yeah, no car, yeah.
48 48 is Dragon Age Origins.
Like, I love Koalia.
I honestly was expecting and kind of hoping it to be a little higher.
Yeah.
I feel like 48 is a low spot for DAO because it was so innovative.
Should we start taking bets to see if someone at IGN thought number 2 deserved a higher spot?
Wait. What was the last one? I didn't quite catch it.
48 is Dragon Age Origins.
Okay.
I'm just saying, should we start placing bets to see if someone at IGN thought that it should be higher? Or number 2 is higher?
Oh my god.
If number 2 is higher, this entire list is invalidated. Unless Final Fantasy 6 is in the number 1 spot, in which case all other arguments are off.
Okay, 47, we just talked about it, is Persona 3.
Yep.
Really? That
Persona?
low?
How do you pronounce that?
Persona?
Persona.
Some people
Isn't
are
it
saying
Persona?
Persona, some people are saying Persona.
Tomato, tomato.
It pretty much is.
I've heard it both ways in the game, so...
Yeah. In this case,
Really,
Zell, we
like-
have not encountered Final Fantasy VI yet in the list.
Sorry, you cut out there. You did not. Your entire sentence wasn't captured.
Okay. I was just responding to Zell because he's asking where Final Fantasy VI is. Which...
Yeah, we haven't run into it yet, and we
Yeah.
just passed the fanboy favorite, so I don't know.
Two things I'll say about Persona 3 is that it took me years to play it, because I played it probably the first time a little bit after it came out, but the whole like trippy RPG plus shoot your head to summon demons tripped me up so much that it took me a while to go back to it. But it is a fucking fantastic game.
Yeah, I mean, the whole evoker concept was pretty interesting and innovative. I do hope that there's one other game from the Shin Megami Tensei on that list other than the Persona series.
4 has got to be on here.
Shin Megami Tensei 4. I'm hoping 3,
No,
which
sorry.
is...
Persona 4, I'm thinking. I don't know enough about the non-Persona games, actually, so I can't speak to those.
Well, considering that technically Persona is a spin-off series from Shin Megami Tensei.
Yeah.
Other ones would be Digital Devil Saga. The other one that would probably be just as popular, I think, would have to be... Oh god, what was it? God, I can't recall. Shit. But no, I'm hoping Nocturne's on this.
So another thing about the Persona games that I'm thinking about now is that the only one disappointing thing I have in 5 right now is that I'm not sure I am fascinated with the way they summon personas. Like, it's kind of dull compared to the last 2 games.
Well, Persona 4 was like, just put on sunglasses and crush your card.
Yeah, but that's still... Crushing your card is still more than what they do here. Now it just comes out. We went from having to shoot yourself in the head to it just comes out.
Versus, like, the first 2 where it just came out. Persona 1 and 2.
So it's more of a return to roots.
Yes.
Well, because I guess I started with 3. That's my baseline. So anything that's just it comes out seems kind of like, well, that's not very actioning. But I don't know. That's just me being. It's a moot point. I don't care. I'm gonna love the game regardless of it. I just can't help but think about it. Okay, let's move on.
And next on the list, Eddie?
Grandia 2
Ooh!
at 46.
I'm okay with Grandia 2 being at 46. And, yes, Tetsaigen Slash.
Slush. Okay, I wonder how this is gonna change our outlook of the whole list. Number 45 is Demon Souls.
I will agree with it on the thing that it is pretty much the whole. It brought back the concept of a harder action RPG. But I would say that
that's what we were giving Dark Souls points for.
Demon Souls was the initial concept. Didn't pan out very well, whereas Dark Souls is the crystallization of that concept. The one that made it a lot more definitive.
Do you think Dark Souls is going to show up on this list then if Demon Souls did?
Maybe.
Probably.
If it does, it's
Probably.
probably going to be either 3 or 1.
Oh, if it's that high, I'm gonna be very angry.
No, I mean
Yeah,
like
he's
it's
meaning-
the Demon Souls that's the copy that's going to show up is either Demon
Oh,
Souls,
yeah.
Dark Souls 1 or Dark Souls 3.
I thought you were saying the rank. I was like,
No,
no,
I'm
no. How dare you?
if that's 1, I'm going to be like so pissed too because like
Okay, 44 is Xenogears.
I can see that.
I thought that would be a little bit higher.
Meh.
Well, you would.
Yeah.
But yeah, I honestly, I hate to say this phrase. I'm gonna agree with Eddie on this one.
I love you, Michael. I do. I
Whoa,
love
whoa,
you.
whoa, whoa, whoa!
I
You
love
need to slow down with that.
Love.
You need to slow.
He already has somebody, Eddie.
I am a drink first. I mean, God.
I mean, I'm sure I have at least once before.
False.
I will now. Anyway, number 43 is Tales of Symphonia,
Okay. There's
Okay.
Symphonia.
which I'm fine with. I'll never forget the time that Kratos backstabbed the fuck out of us.
Spoilers, Eddie.
Spoilers!
You can't say something like that and then say spoilers. That's rude.
Too bad.
Well, this is Eddie we're talking about.
True. He has no tact.
That was one of my favorite things in gaming history.
I missed out on playing it as well, Stone Monk Wisdom, but once I got the PSN copy, I started playing it and locked myself out in one boss fight. So I need to start over again.
Oh, here's an interesting one. Vampire: The Masquerade Bloodlines.
Really?
What?
I will have to disagree with that, because while I have played it,
What the fuck is this?
I have to disagree first and foremost in that it was not really an RPG or even an action RPG so much as it was a sad mutilation of the White Wolf property, and secondly because it belongs nowhere in the top 500.
I will also mention that technically, while I did play it and I kind of liked it, it had a lot of rocky issues because technically it was using the Half-Life 2 engine, and they had to redo the Half-Life 2 engine because it got leaked. So, I hate to say this, but Masquerade basically revamped the whole, like, Half-Life stuff. And I hate it for that.
Bloodlines had so much potential and did nothing good with it. That's
Yeah.
what it comes down to.
Alright, number 41 is Skies of Arcadia.
Yes! Woohoo!
I'll allow it.
I won't allow it.
I'm not sure, I'm kind of neutral on this one.
I'm just kidding. I don't really have an opinion. I
Oh.
haven't played most of these.
Okay,
40 is interesting.
what's 40?
Final Fantasy 9.
I'm actually pretty okay with that.
Yeah.
As probably the biggest Final Fantasy IX fanboy of this group, I would say that I'm actually quite okay with that because it was, while a very, very good RPG, there are definitely better out there. And while I love it, and I love the character development in it, it doesn't, I'm not blind to the fact that, you know, there's mistakes.
I mean, you could Zell, but I mean, I have not finished 9. I've played it but not finished it, so I guess you could ruin it for me right now.
In Hawaii is a midway point for... Okay, that's an interesting way of putting that information up.
What?
Interesting.
Apparently, it was, Final Fantasy IX was developed in Hawaii, as the branches of the Japanese and American.
Oh, okay, there you go. The composer says Final Fantasy IX represents his best work. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna argue with both.
Wait, Uematsu said that 9 was his best?
Yep.
Because I would technically disagree, but it was definitely good. I mean, it was definitely good stuff. I just don't think that was Noble's best.
Alright, 39 is Ogre Battle, the March of the Black Queen.
Ah,
This is kind of random.
It's a
feel like
it's a
too
tactics
high.
game for Nintendo that was very well received. I just couldn't get into it because it is one of those weird grindfest ones that I absolutely hate for tactics games.
Okay, 38 is a good choice, but but given where it is, I'm worried that its sequels, which I think are better, aren't going to make it on the list. Or maybe they're going to put all of it. But anyway, so number 38 is the original Fallout.
I like the original Fallout myself. And I will say that without the original Fallout, Fallout 3, New Vegas, and 4 would probably be something else and may not have been as well received.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't think anything should be on this list just because they made something in the future better. Like, then put the future thing on the list, not the thing that. I mean, other than the fact that Fallout is good, and if it's on here, that's fine. But it should not be here by the merit of its future release.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If that's all.
I mean, that would be like putting the entire Final Fantasy series up, putting the first Final Fantasy up because it had 583 games.
Yeah.
It's up because it revolutionized the series, not because of its future entries.
Also, if people are wondering why I'm not going into the Earth Temple, I'm going to be grinding up magic for a bit.
There you go.
So,
Oh, 37 is interesting. Fire Emblem.
the original. Okay. I will allow it.
I'll allow it.
Objection.
Overruled.
Overall,
Sorry, that was my reaction. It's probably not overruled. You're probably full. Number 36 is Neverwinter Nights.
You ignore me.
No?
I'm not trying to be you. Sorry.
I'm just gonna make it narrow. BP is Teletubbies, like, it's like how you say, like, my favorite anime is Teletubbies, but great!
Why are you doing that?
It's only the best.
Okay, next one, Eddie.
Oh, shit. Shit.
What'd you forget, Eddie?
No. I
The next
accidentally
one's shit.
peeked at the list later. Well, God, I don't agree with that at all. So upset. Sorry. But focus.
Oh god.
35 is Boulder's Gate.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I mean, Baldur's Gate was pretty much D&D's first real entry as a video game, and it was, of the D&D games, probably the truest to the actual source material. It was actually remarkably really good. It had depth, it was engaging, and yet it was, again, very true to the actual D&D system.
It was entertaining for a while. I agree. Alright, number 34 is an interesting pick. Like, I'm not sure how I feel about this one. I mean, it's good, but I don't know how it got so high. But number 34 is Paper Mario: A Thousand Year Door.
Okay.
I like it, and I'm trying to think, is it that good? And it might be, but I don't know if I would ever thought of it. It's a great game if you haven't played it. Honestly, it's awesome. I guess I'm just surprised it made it so high.
Yeah,
I'm gonna agree. It's from everything I've heard, because I haven't played that one yet. Everything I've heard, good game, but is it, top 30 or top 40 quality? I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, we're getting up to some heavy hitters now.
Number 33 is Dragon Quest V: Hand of the Heavenly Bride. Nothing.
Nada.
Actually, I expected the entire Dragon Quest series to end up on here.
So it's a no.
So,
Number 32 is Ultima 4: Quest of the Avatar, The Last Airbender.
Ah,
Uh,
yeah.
4, really?
Also,
I haven't even heard about the Ultimate series.
That makes sense, though. That makes sense. Oh, I didn't. They're putting up trivia for Thousand Year Door. I didn't even see it. Sorry.
yep.
Oh.
Yeah,
It's been
that.
so long since I played that game. I actually kind of want to replay that game because that was a fun game, though. That's why I'm like
From
torn
Thousand Year
between
Door?
whether it deserves to be that high. Thousand Year Door. Okay, so 31. 31 I had such a problem with.
Oh, okay.
Party
What is
Pack
it?
or RPG?
31 is Final Fantasy 12.
Yeah, but
Why?
I'm not alone? Oh, thank God. Because,
Oh.
I hate to say it, but 12
Okay.
was worse than. No, I like. Well, I
Okay,
can say 12 was
let's
easy to
go
play.
back. Really quick. Let's go back on the original barometer that Eddie set when we started this list.
Kingdom Hearts 2.
Is 12 really better than Kingdom Hearts 2?
Absolutely not. Absolutely
Hell
not.
no. Hell no.
Now,
Like,
now
okay,
wait.
12
Before we get
12
too
had
deep
merit.
into dissing this, I'm gonna give Final Fantasy 12 two things. One, Baltier, awesome character, undoubtedly the best thing about that game.
Oh yeah.
And number two, judges. The concept of judges and what they were in that game was fucking awesome.
What were they?
They were the bosses, basically, but their whole concept and the structure and like even just how they looked was awesome. Like I could have had that in every game, honestly. But
And
other than those two
honestly,
things,
the limit system was really cool.
The Gambit system was great.
The Gambit system was great for, you know, if you wanted to play an RPG without actually playing it. Because yes, you can use it to make your other two characters very intelligent and do exactly what you want. But by the same token, you could also use it to make all three characters very intelligent and do what you want without ever having to play. You walked up to the battle and you just let them have their fun.
I just was never engrossed in that world. And Zell says watch some Game of Thrones, then watch some of Final Fantasy 12. Okay, I've watched all seasons of Game of Thrones. If you think I should go back and play 12 now that I've done that, fine, I will to see how that stacks up. I'm not exactly.
I don't
I
know
don't know.
that it's that strong of a stack up. I really don't.
I'll go back for Baltier. That's really about it.
Oh wait, the
Now,
Zodiac
I
Age
think
is coming out, so maybe that's why they decided to put it up higher.
Full disclosure, I mean, anyone who's watched this show more than 5 minutes knows that I am very much a Squeenix fanboy. There are very few properties that they've touched that I feel like they've done wrong by.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 14 1.0 was definitely was definitely something they fucked up. Final Fantasy 8, in my opinion, is something they could have done a lot better with and didn't. And Final Fantasy 12 is something I feel was just a very overall weak property.
So, do you remember I mentioned earlier that I was hoping one of my picks for Final Fantasy was going to be higher?
Uh-huh.
It's my hope that 8 is higher, because 8 is my favorite in the series.
Well,
8 is probably the worst game in the series.
It's my favorite. I love everything about that game.
It's probably the worst game in the series.
so
Well,
It
anyway,
literally has one
I'm
redeeming
purposely.
quality.
I'm going against every fiber of my being to look ahead to see if it's on here.
in this case, let's
If it
keep
is,
moving.
Then I invalidated this entire list.
Okay. 30 is Pokemon Sun and Moon.
It's weird to me that the Pokemon games are on here.
Not weird, but I'd say Sun and Moon, it made the games really easy to play. And I'm talking like for somebody that just basically skipped 2 generations and played Moon, it's really easy to play because now you can find out exactly where a Pokemon is when you want to capture it. You still have to grind around in the grass, but it made doing a shit ton of things easier.
How is this giving you more of a reaction than Stardew Valley?
But Stardew Valley is a great game. I just don't know if it. I don't know. It's still kind of high. But it's a great game.
Well, no, I just meant like, how is that not a bigger reaction? Why is Pokemon a bigger reaction?
far as our reaction to it being so high.
I'm just question marking it in that, you know, Pokemon is a good game for what it is, but I've never really thought about what it is as an RPG.
Yep.
I always thought of it as a Monster Hunter game, or Monster Trainer game, which is exactly what it is, but I never thought of it as it just doesn't seem right to my brain to classify that as an RPG.
It's funny you mentioned that, because 29 is Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate.
I have a lot of problem with that one.
I don't think
Yeah.
it's for me, guys.
Monster Hunter, yes, prides itself as technically being an RPG, but it's all gear-based RPG elements. Everything else about it is just, it's all about actually using your skill to play the game.
Yeah.
So,
You don't unlock new skills so much as you unlock better gear, which may have different. I believe the different weapons have different stuff, but it's just. I mean, someone was really trying to blur the line between action and action RPG at that point. Is what I think.
yeah.
Okay, 28. I'm very happy about. 28 is Fallout New Vegas.
Fair, which means that Fallout 3 is definitely yet to come.
I don't know. It's funny you mention that, because the first line of the reason for putting on here is that Fallout 3 was entertaining enough, but Fallout New Vegas is unforgettable.
Really?
Yeah,
Huh.
and I kind of agree.
Honestly, to me, New Vegas felt like, while, you know, good, it felt like an unnecessary add-on to 3.
I think Fallout New Vegas is the perfection of 3. Like, everything that was great about 3 was perfected in New Vegas. Well, as much as buggy as the game can be, but...
Yeah, well, that is the thing. That's the thing no matter what you do. I mean, seriously, I'm sitting here playing Elder Scrolls Online. You talk to me about buggy games.
Oh, 27 is interesting.
What's
27 is Bloodborne.
Okay, I will okay Bloodborne being higher than Demon Souls.
It's fun, but
Given the fact that you finally got past essentially the gateway boss, but you've yet to actually meet the actual first proper boss of Bloodborne.
You kept dying for stupid reasons.
Oh, you watched that, Mackenzie?
No, just I'm referencing the first time.
I got better. I got really better last time, actually.
Yes.
It's like I wasn't even trying the first 2 times.
And you missed the Monty Python reference.
Oh.
I did?
It got better.
It got
Oh,
better.
damn it.
She turned me into a newt.
I'm like on my of recognizing references today.
You know what it is?
You're
You know what it is?
ignoring-
My problem is that I'm on the rail right now of trying to go through this list. So half my attention is like progression, and the other half is conversation. So that's why I'm a little distracted. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and making beautiful rooms right now. I'm making an underground castle.
And yes. Oh, as a heads up, Stone Monk Wisdom, From Software is working on potentially a new Armored Core game. Robotrek! Somebody knows of Robotrek! Yes!
Oh, 26. 26 is Mass Effect.
I completely forgot that I was expecting that series to turn up, and I'm a little shocked that it hadn't by now. But it's in a good spot. I'm okay with this.
Now, given that we're at 26, do you think 2 and 3 are going to pop up later in this list?
I
don't.
I don't think so.
Like, I know 3 got a lot of hate, and that's arguable, but what about 2? Because I think a lot of people, maybe myself, argue that 2 is the perfection of what we got from 1.
Whereas I feel like most people felt that 2 was, breathlessly waiting for 3, and 3 was a letdown from 2. So I honestly expected 1 to be the top of the 3.
Yeah, I think the only thing that was bad about 3 was the ending, and it soured everything else. But up until the ending, I thought 3 was doing a solid job.
Well, I suppose we'll have to continue on and see.
I mean, I don't know if it deserves to be that high on the list, number 3, because it didn't end well for everything. Anyway. So 25 is Elder Scrolls V Skyrim.
25 is Skyrim. I'm honestly curious to see if Oblivion made a higher spot on the list, because honestly, I feel of those 2 games, I personally felt that Oblivion was the better edition. Skyrim was good, don't get me wrong, by any means. Skyrim was good.
No, I'm totally
But I honestly preferred Oblivion.
I was more of a Morrowind guy myself, but that's because it was my first foray into the Elder Scrolls series.
Wait,
And honestly, if I
Arena is big as Australia? Holy shit, that's big.
if I had actually fully understood and appreciated how the game world works when I played Morrowind the first time, I probably would have really enjoyed it. But the problem is that I spent like an hour trying to get from spawn to something new, and killing random stuff and not getting any levels and going, wait a minute, what's going on here? This is stupid, and rage quit. And then
Honestly,
much later played Oblivion and said, actually this is super amazing, what was I thinking?
I agree with you on number 3, but the thing was that I was just at the right age where 3 was captivating enough that even though bullshit was going on everywhere and I didn't know what the fuck to do, that I was still like in an open mind enough to just like barrel through it. And I probably spent hundreds of hours playing Morrowind without any real direction.
I've definitely spent a good 150 hours playing Oblivion, and between all the times I've stopped and restarted, I've spent about 100 times playing Skyrim, and I've now got about 50 hours in ESO, so actually probably more than that.
I never finished Skyrim. I think I've started the game 5 times and
Yeah, see,
always
that's the
played
same
until
problem.
college.
I always get to a certain point in the storyline, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna set this down and come back to it because
Yes.
it's annoying me.
Yes.
And then I come back and I'm like, well, fuck, I don't know what I'm doing with my life
Yes.
anymore. I have to start over. And then I get to that point again, and it's a vicious cycle. That's the only reason why I can't say Skyrim is my favorite of the series.
Amen, buddy.
Amen, sister friend.
Yo, yo.
Alright, going on with the list, Eddie.
24 is Ultima 7, The Black Gate.
Really? Wow.
I'm surprised that there's an Ultima game that high. I mean, I know Ultima is a classic, but I mean, this is a long time ago.
Wow, a month and 9 days playing it straight. And yes, another XCOM player!
Aw, that haha is so cute. You're being adorable today.
I don't know why.
Oh, 23 is System Shock 2. Pleasant seeing it here.
That's good to see it there.
Mhm.
There's one series I haven't haven't heard yet, and I'm hoping it's on here. Not necessarily high, but I'm hoping it's on here.
Don't say, because now we're getting listen to the top 20, so let's be surprised the rest of the time.
Okay.
But I think I can almost guess what you're thinking.
Oh my.
I'm surprised Bioshock hasn't popped up though.
Well,
So number 22 is Final Fantasy IV.
I'm pretty sure Will would probably have a few things that he would state that is wrong with that.
I'm largely okay with it. Personally.
I am okay with it. I know Will would probably rate it higher himself, because it's his favorite.
Well, of course. Just like we're both going to say that 6 should be much higher than it is, unless it's number 1.
Yeah.
Well, you would think at this point it's almost good news that we haven't seen it yet, right?
I
I'm
have to hope so, because 6 is definitely iconic.
Okay, number 21 is Morrowind, which we're pretty much already talking about.
Really, Morrowind as 21. That bodes well for Oblivion then, because I've heard I know very few people who consider Morrowind the absolute pinnacle of the series.
Whoa, so what do you mean female weakness in Final Fantasy 4? I don't know enough about that. Is there a female weakness?
Rosa tended to be the, a lot of the female characters in 4 tend to have a lot of, like, damsel in distress moments.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So probably a game.
You have. Yeah, because Rosa was very much a saving princess type.
Yeah.
Although was she actually a princess? I don't think so, but I don't remember.
Rosa?
It's a long time. Yeah.
No.
20?
And
Now we're
then
the top 20, guys.
Rydia,
I'm sorry.
young Rydia also, you know, not necessarily damsel in distress by any means, but did have kind of a, well, shit, I better save her.
We made it to the top 20, everybody.
Sweet.
All right, so fire it up. What's number
20
20?
is Tactics Ogre. Let us cling together.
Wait, is that a sequel to Tactics Ogre?
It's one of the Tactics Ogre games.
But it's not the Tactics Ogre game.
I'm trying to remember.
Inspired by the real life events like the Yugoslav Wars and the Bosnian Genocide. There's a reference to a Queen song called Tio or. Oh, okay. Thanks, Stone. Alright. 19. 19's a good choice, I think. Earthbound. 19.
I'm okay with that.
Ah, yes. Yes, I'm very
Yep.
okay with this.
That was the one I was thinking you were ready for, Dave.
Not quite, actually. But still a pleasant surprise.
At 19, I'm definitely okay with it.
Yes.
Could it have been slightly higher? Probably. Is anything that's above it deserving of being higher? I sure as hell hope so.
Actually, now that we've gotten this far, I feel like I'm
After
gonna hold
you
off
get
to
that
it.
far, it feels like it doesn't even matter.
Well, there's a series that I
Wow,
haven't seen on
I
here.
got that reference.
Ah.
Linkin Park.
That's so
Oh,
far.
wow, why am I missing these two? Holy shit.
It doesn't even matter.
You know what? I'm gonna get a Mountain Dew, guys. Obviously, I'm losing it. We're gonna pause here.
Okay.
I'm gonna get a Mountain
Bye.
Yeah. Admittedly, like, the game I'm looking into, that I'm hoping for is probably... Yes. Well... There is a third game. Huh. Didn't know that, Stonemonk Wisdom.
What?
Tactics Ogre had a 1 on the GBA. Oh, hey!
Oh, really?
Yohaiden's in the chat.
Oh, hello, Joe.
Will said he may or may not. I think he decided to duck out, mostly due to he may not be feeling it. Or in the eternal words of Shulk, well, in the opposite of the words of Shulk, he's not feeling it.
I'm not feeling it. I feel you. Alright, I'm back. 18. Final Fantasy Tactics.
Okay.
I'm largely okay with this. Because Tactics was a very good game and had a very in-depth story, even though it isn't a traditional RPG. It was definitely a very, very good game, and I feel like it earned its spot.
Number 17 is Suikoden 2.
Suikoden?
We can end.
You. I'm okay with that one.
Just now popping up. I'm impressed.
Okay. Next one, Eddie.
Number 16 is Deus Ex.
There's the one I was looking for! Deus Ex!
Next, what we're looking for?
Yep. Deus Ex.
Why do you pronounce things this way?
You know what? I'm Mexican.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
I didn't think that was an effective excuse. I thought I was going to get called out
It
for
isn't. It isn't. It isn't. But she was being nice.
Cinco de Mayo, so I don't know.
You know, I'm surprised that sequels aren't on here. So it makes me think either this one got it to represent all of the series, or or the sequels are going to show up here?
No, the original one is called Deus Ex, and the Deus Ex 2 is a horrible game. Ruin.
But what about 3?
Human Revolution, and
Pretty fantastic game.
I will say it's pretty good, but I hate to say it fails to actually capture the original Deus Ex.
No, that's fair.
So, like, probably not worth the top 100 list.
Probably not the top 100 list, as well as the fact that Deus Ex Human Revolution was not an RPG.
Oh, and I wasn't just calling at you for pronouncing things weird. All of you guys.
Deus Ex?
Deus Ex.
I mean, not right now, but like earlier on the list.
Oh.
Like Persona?
It's like, why is everything pronounced different?
Eddie's Mexican?
Humans are different. Oh,
Eddie gets this excuse, you don't.
I have a horrible kind of...
So,
Yep,
interesting
I already
number
used that.
15.
Sorry, too late.
15's interesting. Fallout 2 made 15.
Interesting.
Fallout 2
I
would
really
be
wasn't
the,
Neither did I.
Alright, time for... Yes! The gnome! Gnome, 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 gnome.
Does the gnome know?
Adorable.
I have played Secret of Evermore, Zell. And I hate to break everybody's bubble, but Secret of Evermore is not part of the Mana series. Even though it was using the Mana engine, it is not part of the Mana series. I hate to break that bubble for everybody.
Oh!
Bubble, not break the bubble.
Gnome power! Oh, Jackie Chan!
You know they're making a new one of that?
What?
Bringing that back?
Jackie Chan Adventures? Really?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Rumor has it.
Rumor has it.
There we go. I made a song reference. I'm back.
Yeah.
Ew.
Alright, next one before I go into the battle.
14's gonna please. I think 14 would please us, but we'll see.
Has it?
Kotar, Knights of the Old Republic, is 14.
Hmm. I will acknowledge its position, but I will demerit it because it's Star Wars.
What? Why would you demerit it just because it's Star Wars? It was a great game.
Because he's a trick.
See?
I'm from Babylon 5. So,
Bye.
bye, Joe Hayden.
Personable person. I think Star Wars deserves its spot here. That was a great game for the time. And
Michael, stop smacking the gnome.
You a trick.
oh, and 13. Oh, 13's a good pick. I like the 13.
If 13 is Final Fantasy 13, I'm gonna smack you, Eddie.
No, that would be great. They should have done that. No, Persona 4 Golden is number 13.
Okay,
I am perfectly fine with that choice.
since I have not played the Golden, yes, I have borrowed your copy, Eddie. I have not sat down and played it yet. I will, but I have heard just about anybody that's played it says that the Golden is the definitive edition of Persona 4. So,
Alright, next on the list.
So I'm guessing you will support that decision.
What was that?
I support it, yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I will accept that answer because I know Persona is a series that I haven't gotten into it personally. I know that it is a very definitive series, and I'm probably the last RPG player on Earth who hasn't played this series.
It's alright, I've already shown my cards on how many games I haven't played, so.
Okay,
Yeah.
moving on.
Dark Souls, number 12.
Yeah,
That's a lot higher than I was expecting, actually.
It's a lot higher than I hoped.
At number
but
12,
it's
guys.
not far from what I expected.
Yeah, I was thinking it was going to be in the 20s, honestly.
I was hoping it'd be in the 30s personally, but that's also my bias in this game.
Okay,
By the way, 11 I called number 11. Mass Effect.
number 11 is Mass Effect 2.
Okay.
Yep.
I
And we
really
talked
wasn't
about-
expecting it.
We already talked about Mass Effect, but I just think it gets the higher spot because it tied into a lot of what made number 1 good, and actually did a good job carrying things forward. Only be dropped to number 3, but that's we already had that spot.
Yeah.
All right, now we're at the top 10, guys. Top 10.
This is where things get serious.
Top 10. Number 10 is The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt.
I'm surprised that they went with the sequel on that one. I heard that the sequel was not as good as the classic.
We have The Witcher 2 earlier in the series. I don't know if you skipped that or what, but it was earlier.
Yeah, you skipped it. We didn't know that.
Okay, number 9. I don't even know what this is. You're gonna have to tell me what it is. Number 9 is Vagrant Story.
Vagrant Story?
Vagrant Story.
Okay, that's a little bit odd.
Yeah, that's a very odd one for it to be that high on the list.
Hello, Aeon Strife.
Hey, Aeon.
It's a cool name. Good enough. Okay, so what is this game about? I have no idea what this is.
Vagrant Story takes place in the world of Ivalice, and it's part of the Final Fantasy 12 canon.
Oh.
It would actually technically be part of the Tactics canon as well.
Yes.
All three in the world.
And
That
Fire King
is
is
my redeeming
down.
That is my redeeming point for Final Fantasy 12, is the fact that it's in the same world as Tactics.
Yes.
Yeah.
We are doing okay. We're basically reviewing IGN's top 100 RPG list and razzing it all the way. Aeon?
I think we're about 75% in agreement
I
with
have
it.
no kind of it.
And I beat the Fire Gigas by punching it in the face with ice.
Number 8.
Should have punched in the balls with ice.
Number 8.
Anyways, number 8.
Number 8 marks the first Blizzard title in here. Want to guess what it is?
Frozen King.
Warcraft 3.
Nope.
Wow.
No.
Hearthstone.
No.
StarCraft.
No.
Diablo. D3 specifically.
Diablo 2?
Yeah.
D2.
D2. Okay, I will accept that. I did play D2.
Everyone played D2.
Aeon, you
D2,
cut...
You're not a gamer. I'm pretty sure.
Aeon, this is technically a different group, but Eddie and I are, but yes, we were playing Bloodborne recently, so.
Which we would play this weekend, but we're gonna watch Guardians of the Galaxy instead, so only so many hours in the day.
Also, to answer Zell, the orbs automatically drop, and I've never encountered that error. So.
Oh, number 7. Number 7 is relevant.
Which is?
Secret of Mana.
Yes!
Yes!
I am fully yes! Haha!
Because Secret of Mana is a classic and an amazing one. As we can see right here in front of us, it is an amazing game and it deserves a spot in the top 10. I have no argument towards that.
Yes, and it's lucky number 7 too. Plus the fact that it sounds like it definitely